I'm already being told by the Coomer Disney simps that it's really not that bad. There's only 30 seconds of of overt gay stuff on the screen. It's not that bad. I mean, it was a great movie. And this is now the absolute state of where people are accepting identity politics in their movies and the push because they've been conditioned so hard for this stuff for the last decade by relentless Hollywood propaganda that now it's just totally fine. I mean, hey, at least it's not the main character all the time. That's where it's at. And they're going to keep pushing further because they know that if they just trickle it in, that they can convince people into evil. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. I'm making alternative culture. If you want stuff without any of this nonsense in it, I am the place to go to. I've got superheroes in my comics. I've got science fiction. I've got fantasy, a little something for everybody. And we are crushing it on Subscribestar. I put out all my comics here and all my novels here first, and it helps you support the channel also. So if you like my commentary and you like the way that I am trying to fight against these people in Hollywood, please consider subscribing. I appreciate it. It helps me do what I do. And everybody on here is very awesome. All right. Doctor Strange, the movie of the weekend, the Mother's Day present. Naturally, we have the scene which everybody's talking about to start off with, which is, the identity politics championing. But there's a lot more than that to it, including a lot of demonic imagery in there, a lot of just gruesomeness that kids should not see. These are kids' characters from a kid's book, and this should never, ever, ever have kids at it. And I'm looking at, there's a Common Sense Media review on it, which already has it only at 13 plus. Parents are saying 14 plus. I'd go at least 15 plus, and even then, you want to make sure you have a sound kid who knows their way around things, because there's a lot of propaganda in this, and there's a lot of evil in this on top of that. It's really bad. And, if you can avoid having your kids go to it, all the better. Now, I already mentioned the two moms bit that's in there. They put that in there intentionally for Mother's Day, of course. And they put that in there intentionally because they're now trying to force the LGBT agenda into children's movies and children's cartoons and things like that. That's what's going on here. Everybody hyper-focused on that, but they don't hyper-focus on the main character, America Chavez, and she is the main character. It's not Doctor Strange. Having the trans gay flag pin on her the entire movie. Of course, that's what they do. They put it as a thing that, you might just skip and not notice, and it's right there in front of your face the entire time. In order to propagandize. They're trying to just condition you into accepting that flag, into accepting what's going on here, and into accepting America Chavez as a character. Let's not forget that whole concept of American Chavez is to be a middle finger to Republicans. The name America, of course, because she's a immigrant, and all that, is to, of course, hit the Trump policies, which they don't care or talk about anymore. The immigration policies from 2016. The entire point of the character was just to be a middle finger towards America over that. And she's still here. Now they've pushed it further and pushed with the identity politics with the LGBTQ stuff. And it's directly on what she's wearing the whole movie. It's in the two moms scene where, of course, it's such beautiful, loving mothers. Yes, of course. Which they don't talk about, of course, the abuse that a lot of children get in these situations, but we're not allowed to mention that. But it goes further. On the identity politics level, of course, the scene opens originally where Doctor Strange gets cucked by his love of his life having a wedding to another man who's, of course, a black man, because you can't have anything but an interracial relationship if it is a straight one in comics anymore. There's a lot of race-swapped characters, including Baron Mordo gets race-swapped in it. We have a gender-swapped Captain America in it. And then you're just supposed to accept that. That stuff's so far in the background now, people don't even comment on it. And it's 100% of the time always what's going on. The plot of the movie really centers around Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, not Doctor Strange, even though it's labeled such. And Wanda is more powerful than everybody. She can do anything. America Chavez is the person who glues the multiverse together. She's so great. She's amazing. All the whammons are whammoning, and Doctor Strange just kind of goes and tumbles from reality to reality helplessly. He's not the main character of the film. These women are. It's peak MCU, not MCU. Anyway, it gets further into disgustingness. Now, the demonic imagery is very heavily in this, which you might expect from something with sorcery and witchcraft anyway. But they really, with Sam Raimi, just push it over the top. I mean, you feel like you are stuck there with evil spirits the entire time. Lots of pentagrams, lots of just like demonic stuff going on constantly. At one point in the film, Doctor Strange even gets taken over by the souls of the dead. You can see these like demons coming out of him like it's Legion. And there's this evil book, and of course evil, and he takes it and he says, oh, it's no problem. I can manage it. Of course, encouraging the witchcraft and devilry throughout the entire movie. It's really over the top. I'm trying to summarize this for a 5-minute video, but it's constant bombardment with evil, demonic imagery that really is just soul churning at the end of the day. And it's really, really tough. You do not want your kids influenced by this. You do not want your kids manipulated by this. It is Satanism glorified in its full form. And, it's combined with the debaucherous, degenerate lifestyles that they're trying to push on children also. So all of that is in together. This film is mask off 100% with what Disney's trying to do for the future. This is what Disney is trying to encourage. They want the society to be satanic. They want the society to prey on children sexually. And this is why they're taking such exception in Florida right now, when Florida's trying to push back and not allow this stuff in the classroom. Crazy. I can't believe the world we're living in, but somebody needs to comment on this, and I don't think a lot of people are going to. I think there's a lot of conditioning that's been done even to people who are normal at this point to go, oh, it's not that bad, when it really is. This is horrific. And it's only going to get worse from here, my friends. All right. Boycott Disney. I got to tell you, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this film in the comments down below, and we'll be back soon.